Welcome to Random Thoughts. Ray Sean Blyden here. Don't forget to visit rehdogg.com or politicalbombshow.com for your daily news. Well, the black voter poll is out, and this article says it's not good news for Poopy Pants Depends Biden. So let's dive right into it. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe today. I haven't read this ahead of time, so I don't know what it is. But it says much anticipated poll of black voters. Wait, I didn't vote in this poll. In swing states. Oh, I'm not in a swing state. Is out, and it's not good for Poopy Pants Depends Biden. It says here. Let me clear my throat. I hope you don't mind. No, it doesn't say that. I'm just clearing my throat. The much hyped SoFark poll of black voters in two major swing states has been released, and it's not exactly good news for Joe Biden. According to the results, the incumbent is in a markedly worse position this time around compared to 2020. In the state of Michigan, Biden pulls in just 55% of the total black. 55% too much, in my opinion, but I digress. With Donald Trump taking 15%, while independent candidates Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Cornel West Hall, that guy is this the Cornel West, the one with the funky hairdo who's an idiot? Who I think he's a professor or something. He's an idiot. If I'm thinking of the same idiot there. With 15%. And we can see the poll here. And it says, see, in Pennsylvania, Biden is 56%, Trump is 11%, West is 8%, RFK is 7%, Stein 1%, and undecided 13%. Now you'll notice that what is that idiot that they picked for the Libertarian? I can't even think of his name. The gay guy, right? who's flaming, who don't mind kids transitioning. What's his name? Someone tell me his name. Well, he's not even on there. Then you have Michigan, as we just talked about, with 15% Biden, 55% Biden. That would be good if it was 15% Biden, but it's 55% Biden, 15% Trump, 8% West, RFK Jr. 6%, Stein 1%, and undecided 15%. That's a huge undecided. 76% of those surveyed in each state said, let's show more. So we show more? No, we're not going to show more. The top line number for Biden is likely to rise as the undecided come home. But that's not what's newsworthy about this poll. What's most relevant is the shift, and in Michigan, black voters have moved towards Trump by 6 points. The story in Pennsylvania, while somewhat better, still represents a net negative for Biden. In 2020, 8% of the polled voted for Trump. In this latest iteration, 11% of the black voters now support him. Furthermore, 76% of the total surveyed voted for Biden 4 years ago. The president is stuck in the mid-50s as things stand. Even if every undecided voter breaks for him, he's still 6 points short of his prior performance. So, what's driving those numbers, you might want to know or ask? Well, Biden's policies lead the list. Like, have you heard about many fast foods chains in California, haven't heard from yet. That's why. Tell me why must I cry? Have closed and left California because of gruesome Newsom forcing $20 an hour. Now think about it, $20 an hour for a job where you're just an entry level job, and he wants to pay them $20 an hour to flip burgers. That's what he wants. That's what he's done. Not what he wants. That's what he's done. And what he's done, and what the reaction is, there's a chain that's been there forever, and they have shut. I don't remember how many. A lot of stores from there. So a monkey's butt could have told you that's what's going to happen. You force a high minimum wage like that for low for high for entry level jobs. Of course, companies are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you want me to do what? All right, we're closing our doors. See ya. Hit the road, Newsom. Don't you come back no more." Is what happened and what will continue to happen. It's gonna be a ghost town. Doo, 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 doo. And let's get back to this. I haven't lost my place here. So it's Biden's policies that led the list of reasonings with the president's age and cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Oh, I'm sorry. I was pulling the Biden there. I fell asleep. Did you see that interview? That was hilarious. I don't know what station he was on, but there was an interview he was doing, and he literally live on TV fell asleep, and until the news anchor, she couldn't even try to cover it up. She just said he took a nap. That's insane. I wish I could find that. That was just hilarious stuff. But anyway, yeah, his mental state has declined dramatically. And that's a double whammy of bad news, given neither aspect can change before the election. It's too late to I can't even sing. It's too late to enact any sweeping policy initiatives or for them to show results. And obviously, Biden isn't going to de-age in front of our eyes unless you use Marvel special effects team. Still can't de-age him. He's a bumbling, stumbling fool. As to one popular Republican talking point regarding Trump's criminal convictions, that's not even working now on me, and black voters sympathizing with him, that wasn't backed up by the numbers. A higher percentage of black voters disagreed with the idea that the former president was being unfairly targeted than support Biden. The GOP probably shouldn't count on that being a decisive issue. Again, many black people are stupid. He didn't say that here, but hey, stupid is, stupid does. It's like, who is it that said, what's the definition of insanity? To keep repeating something and expecting a different result. So if you want to be an idiot and keep voting for the Democrat Party and they've done nothing for you and they kept you down, well, then you're an idiot. No, there's no nice way of putting it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. If you're an idiot, the policies are crushing you, and you keep voting for that, expecting a different result. What in the world do you think is gonna happen, you idiots? Anyway, I'm getting really angry because they just pisses me off. Don't be stupid. If these Democrats are doing the same damage to your family and to your well-being, just throwing a bone at you every election time. Here's a bone. Now go back in your doghouse. Don't be stupid. Is what I'm trying to say. Now, obviously, I know I'm supposed to be. I could hear my pastor and my deacons of my church saying, remember, Rayshawn, you have to be graceful. You have to say things gracefully. It's very difficult sometimes to be graceful. It's not an easy task. So, if any one of them are listening, I'm sorry. I try to be graceful until I can't. We're in a war right now. So, anyway, back on track here. Don't count on that because many black people are just stupid and ignorant. And they keep voting for the same destructive policies over and over and expecting a different result. They don't say that in the article, but that's a fact. Okay, so anyway, the GOP probably shouldn't count on that being a decisive issue. Again, as shown above, it's policy failures and Biden being senile that are changing minds. So that's the good news for us this election cycle. He's a senile, pooping his pants, falling asleep on air. So let's keep that rolling. I would do ads geared towards how casting him in that kind of light. There's one caveat to this poll though, and that's a low propensity voters. While the poll shows 76% of black respondents voted for Biden in 2020, exit polls in 2020 show that the actual number was 92%. That means a significant part of the president's decline is being driven by new voters and who didn't show up the last go around. Will they this time? If you're smart, you will. Because if they don't, these poll results suddenly become pretty irrelevant. That's going to be Trump's challenge going forward. Leading the polls is great, but turnout is key. He can have the greatest polls in the world, but if the low propensity voters who are making up the difference don't show up, then none of it matters. Given it's a presidential year, turnout is expected to be high, and the evidence says that should favor Trump. If this were a midterm, the situation would be far more tenuous. So what do you think? Do you think that these voters are going to turn up this time around, or are they just going to just not do anything and just cry and whine about high prices? What do you think? I know what I'm doing. What are you doing? Don't forget, by the way, to leave a like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.
Random thoughts, politics,